Okay, we are going to listen to Mr. Let's see, Mr. Decent Q. He's talking about for
The number one big problem.
foreigners, people who are hateful, negative, and all of that towards foreigners. So I'm going to listen to him. Remember, this is his opinion, and I've got also my opinion on this one. And well, let's take a listen, right? Let me not talk too much. Let's allow him to speak, but I will pause there and there and also make my own points and all of that. Okay, let's go.
I think as South Africa we have is people who are negative, people who are so hateful, people who are full of malicious intentions towards others. And many of those people, they like to project themselves as like whatever they're doing, they're trying to do it for the betterment of South Africa. Like, hey, us we are patriots. Hey, we hate foreigners. Foreigners must go. We're gonna ban foreigners. Hey, you guys, you South Africans who are pan-Africanist, you guys sell out, you. Like, they're so negative. They can't even appreciate any positive.
Now, he speaks about there are those people who've got bad, negative intentions, right? Which I do agree with him, but I don't think it's the majority of people who've got bad intentions. In any action, guys, whether we like it or not, whether we love it or not, whether we agree or not, in any action that is taken by a group of people or by a certain society, right, it is based on good intentions in most cases, okay? But then in that group, sometimes you do find that there are people on the side. It's either they come at the back and then they end up doing things that are not good. That is why every time when you see a march, a political march, sometimes they will even say that if maybe there is an incident that happened, okay, they will tell you that, listen, when we did the march, our intention was to just go there and just say our grievances, but there were people who came with their own thing. But I don't think it's all the people who are trying to actually fight for something, and then you brush them with one brush and say they are all, got negative intentions. Okay, and then he mentions the word patriotic. Now, every time a person mentions patriotic, guys, there is nothing wrong with you being a patriotic person. Okay, people in their countries, they are patriotic. They will protect their country with everything. Why? Because they are patriotic, they love their country. That's what you do in your country. If you love it, and if you see there is a problem, you make sure that you fight for it. Okay? But now it becomes a problem when people now use the patriotic word as if like when you are being patriotic, and then it seems like you are wrong, and they use the negative maybe things that are happening, okay, and then they use the word wrongly because of just a few group of people, right? Now he also mentions hate. Okay, now when it comes to hate, I don't agree with every person who says they hate for foreigners. Why would you hate a human being? They are human beings. Okay, you can't hate people. Doesn't matter what is happening, it doesn't matter what's the situation. You don't hate a person, you don't hate a human being. And I understand him when it comes to being negative energies, whatever. I do understand all of that, okay? But I think sometimes, guys, when we put our words, and he also speaks about being angry and everything. They are angry, they are hating, whatever. And you see the way he's speaking, you hear his voice. But you are like, my guy, it seems like you are doing the same thing that they are. You get my point. I'm just saying, okay? But anyway, let's continue.
Thing anyone does, and they think what they're doing is right. They're so negative. They have no positivity in them. They don't inspire a positive energy. They're so negative and so angry and so hateful. Those people are the biggest problem in South Africa, more than foreigners, because those are the same people.
Now, one of the things that I like surrounding myself with is positive energies. When it comes to negative energies, I don't like them. I hate people who are negative. I don't like people who are negative every time, you complain every time, negative always. I hate those energies, especially people who complain about everything and anything. Usually I move away from those people, and sometimes I keep quiet because I don't want to respond. The next thing I'll be responding to you, it will be bad. It will seem like as if I'm against you. Sometimes I move away. Okay, now I do understand him when he speaks about negative and everything, but anyway, guys, when it comes to being patriotic and negative, and that, I think the negative thing, it's an individual thing, I believe. Now it becomes a problem if 20 negative people come together. Obviously what is going to come out of that, it's going to be negative. I think it needs a mixture. So I believe it's a individual thing. That is why there's a mixture. That is why you find a match. You will have the negative people and also the positive people. The negative ones, you will see them. You will hear them at the back. Yeah, let's kill them. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah. Then you will find those who are calm, those who are positive. They will say, no, we are not fighting. We are not doing 1, 2, 3. Please relax. Okay. So it's just that's how the society is.
People who are going to be so emotional and emotionally led, who are going to fail to have critical discussions. All they know is to project their emotions, their anger. Sooner or later, they will be reactive. They can even beat a person and kill a person live because they are overreacting.
When it comes to having a decent conversation, I think I agree with him there. Guys, you cannot debate with someone and then because you don't agree with them and then you fight them. One, number two, you are angry at them. Number three, you end up blocking them. You end up speaking negative about them and everything just because you disagree with them. That's a problem. You are not matured. If a person behaves like that, you are not matured. Okay, you need to debate with some, because guys, remember, if I am on the other side and I don't agree with you and you are on the other side, we don't agree on something. The reason why we come together is to bring my point and to bring my position and to bring your position, and then we try to convince each other on the way we see things. Okay, there are people then who will be like, for me, people who have a stand on something and they told themselves in their minds, I'm not budging, I'm not moving. Okay, whatever you say to me, I'm not moving where I am, are the people that I don't have a debate with. Now, I'm not talking about religion, I'm talking about issues in the society, because whether you like it or not, whatever you have in your mind as an opinion, whatever you have in your mind as a position, it might be wrong. And I might convince you, I might show you the things that I want to show you that might make you maybe to say, listen, my guy, whatever you're saying, it seems like it makes sense. Okay, but give me time, let me think about it, let me watch this thing again and just think about what you have said. And then maybe I might convince you. And if we reach a point where we are not agreeing, it's not like now we have to become enemies. No. You just go your way, I go my way. We agree to disagree. It ends there. That's it. It's not like I'm going to hate you now, talking about you and all of that. No, guys. We don't do that. Now, if you are that kind of a person, don't be in a debate. You can't be angry here. That is why you find people in parliament, when they debate. In parliament, they debate and call each other names and insult each other. But after the debate is done, they will be laughing at the crowd. Hey, what? Some of them. You know why? Because it's a debate. It's just we are trying to win each other. That's it. Okay? How?
Many people, you need to be calm. You need to relax. You need to relax. Maybe go and take a meditation class. Learn how to meditate and be calm. You're going to see many of the people I'm talking about in the comment section. Just to prove to you, imagine if someone can see that you are so negative through a comment online. Imagine in real life the type of person you are. If you're able, come on, man. Come on. Many people, things are not happening in your life because you have a closed heart. Your heart is so closed and it's blinded by the hate and the dark energy, the dark negativity in your soul. You don't want to embrace the light of God. You don't want to embrace positivity and at least be positive. There's no need for you to hate foreigners. There's no need for you to hate Pan-Africanists. There's no need for you to hate anyone. You can disagree with people without hating anyone, without being negative, insulting people, swearing at people's parents. You're not doing.
Guys, you see, when it comes to negative comments, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it. There is nothing. You can try and talk about it. You can try and make people to say whatever. People will not stop. There are people who are born, I don't know, they are born just to be negative and all of that, and they will never change. And there's nothing we can do. For me, when it comes to negative, insulting, whatever, I don't even read. When I read comments, I read, and then when I see there is a very bad word, actually I use this thing of checking. Every time there is a bad comment, I think also on YouTube, I think on TikTok it's there, but on YouTube I don't know, I think it's there. If there is a person who is insulting whatever, it will tell me, or perhaps I will see that and then I will block, or maybe I will approve. Simple. Okay? So, but trust me, you won't do anything to that. You can talk about it, but people, they will still be negative. That's it, And when it comes to Pan-Africanist, guys, one of the things that I have seen when it comes to Pan-Africanist is the fact that sometimes I think we must be very careful that we don't embrace things that are going to be undermining our laws. Because whether you like it or not, we are a country with laws. And those laws, they have to be followed. And unfortunately, when it comes to the law, the Bible, if you are a person who reads the Bible, it does speak about the law to say, if you've got laws and you are keeping all the laws, but you miss one law, it's like you haven't kept all of them. So it's going to be very, 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 very dangerous for us to be Pan-Africanist, right? And then at the end of the day, if there are laws that are happening, and then we are going to ignore them just because we want to accommodate other people, because that will have what will happen there, it's going to create a precedent. Okay, that means a person might come later and say, I want to do 1, 2, 3, and then we tell them about the law. Then they will refer to that thing, especially in court. They will refer and say, no, you can't be telling me about the law. There was an issue 1, 2, 3, you ignored the law. Even here, you must ignore it because almost is the same thing. So we must be very careful. For me, guys, when it comes to foreigners and everything, all I'm all about is, listen, foreigners, you are welcome. You are welcome. But let's follow the law. Just like Malima said, let's take them back, but they must, if they want to come back, they can come back lawfully. Guys, please don't ignore this thing. One day it will caught up with you. You will regret why didn't you follow the law. Okay? Let them come back, but when they come back, let them come back through the law. Right? Follow the process. There was a video I saw on TikTok. The guy, they were busy, I think it's Tutula thing, but there was a guy who was explaining to the foreigners and explaining to them what is the law, actually what the law requires, okay? And ask them whether they follow the law. And you find that they didn't follow the law, and their excuse was, yeah, the process is difficult, yeah, it takes time, whatever. Who is not experiencing that thing in South Africa? Because us as citizens, we experience the same thing. When you apply for an ID, especially in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, it was very difficult. You will get your ID after some years. It's a process, but we had to be patient. And remember, if you don't have an ID, it affects you. And then you've got somebody who wants to come here and who wants to jump the law and jump the laws of the country and just follow whatever way they want to follow. And then you want me to be patient, and somebody who comes here, they don't want to be patient. They just want to jump the law. No, guys, come on. I'm sorry. When it comes to the law, I'm sorry. Because we are all abiding by the law. And whether the law is good, whether the law is, it doesn't matter. But if there is a law concerning a certain issue, we must follow that issue. Okay? There was a video I posted of Zuma. Zuma was talking about the law. The laws are bad, whatever. And then there were other people in the comments who said, yeah, but the same law you are talking about is the law that you were doing, is the law that you were jumped or anything. Exactly. I believe that's why he made those points. Ukuthi this law is very weak. I can even play with this law. I can just come out of jail content without anybody doing nothing because the law they have holes. That's why he was making a point. Let's make them harsh. Let's make them strong because they are weak. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. If you want to be a lawless country, then let's come together and say, okay, government, take all the laws out. Every person can come the way they want to come. They can do whatever. That's okay. I'll be okay with that because we don't have the laws. But we do have the laws. We have to follow them. Guys, come on. We cannot, as citizens, we are expected to follow the law, but there are people who come here, they don't want to follow the law. Nah, guys, come on. On that one, you can say whatever. I don't agree with that one. And let's agree then. Let's take the laws and shove them out. Put them in the dustbin. We're done. Every person can come, can do whatever you want, and see what is going to happen.
Anything better for the world. Most of these people, bunch of hateful people proclaiming themselves to be South African patriots. Many of them have realized the pattern. Of course, it's the hate, so hateful. But another thing is that they are so jealous. And not just only to the foreigners, even to many South Africans. When you disagree with them on a certain point, they will start hating you, painting you as a negative person, saying all negative things about you. You know why? Because they are jealous. They are jealous that they are not achieving what the other person is achieving. They're not achieving, they are so stagnant, they are so relaxed, they are so chilled. They don't have ambition, they lack ambition, they're not ambitious. So they hate people who are doing better than them. And they will project their failures and their negativity. They see someone being positive, trying to do something to shed light to the world. They will try to bring that dark energy into that content in the comment section. They will try to bring that negativity there. These are not people who should be inspired by.
I've seen
you can't be inspired by people who are driven by negativity in our country. People who are driven by negative energy, evil, malicious intentions against other people, wanting other people to die, wanting other people to collapse their businesses and become broke. Who thinks like that? Who wants other people to collapse businesses and be broke? How are they going to feed their children? How are they going to take care of themselves? Then you're a South African patriot. South African patriot inspired by negativity. What have you done for the country? What have you done to benefit South Africa? What have you done to benefit the children who are going hungry in South Africa? What have you done to benefit the children who are going hungry in South Africa? What have you done? A real South African patriot is DJ Curry. Do you know DJ Curry? He takes care of homeless people and he documents it step by step, showing you how he's doing it. Doesn't boost and act like the South African patriot. His work speaks for himself. They speak. He doesn't have to say he's a patriot. We already know, yeah, this guy's a real G. What have you done? You pass street kids every day in the streets. You don't even give them money. You don't even give them food. You don't even care to have a conversation with them. Ask them, what are you doing here? What are you smoking? You don't care. You don't care. Then you're a South African patriot. Some of us must believe you. We don't believe you. We don't believe you. We don't believe you. Some people, it's like, what is this word? There's a word, man, to call these people. It's like, there's a word, man. But yeah, while I'm thinking about the word, I'll be continue speaking and addressing this thing. Because it's now getting out of hand. And it's now infecting a lot of people. Infecting old people, infecting like the youth. Everyone just seems like there's a negative energy, man, out here in the streets. Like guna moyo movie. And if we're not careful, it might be the devil. And remember, many people are not praying anymore. Many people are not going to churches anymore. Many people are not praying whether the Muslim type of praying anymore. Many people don't even pray in their own places anymore. Many people don't pass and try to bring a positive light in their lives anymore. And there's dark energies, there's witchcraft out here. People are literally being witches in the comment section by their comment. Kabang umuntu angakuloya nge-comment, throwing cases all over the place. Then you're a patriot. What type of a patriot cases?
I'm a child of God, my guy. You can try to say anything in the comments. It won't get to me. I'm a child of God, especially because I'm a prayerful person. I'm a prayer person. That means I do pray and all of that. So I don't think I should be afraid of that. And like I said, guys, there is nothing you can do about comments. Guys, social media is like that. Comments are just comments. People comment the way they feel, and sometimes other people, they do comment later and then they realize they were wrong. But unfortunately, they don't come back and say, hey, I was wrong, whatever. But at the end of the day, there's nothing we can do about it. You know, there is nothing we can do about it, you know. And when it comes to taking care of people on the streets, yeah, well, it's a good thing to do that, actually, you know. And I think that thing is actually personal. A person would, if you want to do that, you can do it, you know. It's up to you. And I don't think if a person is not doing it, it means then you are not patriotic. And if you are not doing it, and then it means you are not a good person. I believe that people do things, especially when it comes to helping people, it has to come from your heart. It has to be something that you do out of the heart, because you don't want to do it now and then you are complaining. You are doing it, but you are complaining. You are doing it, but you are not happy about it. It has to come from the heart. You know, it has to come from the heart. There are a lot of people who are actually doing it. There is a guy called B.I. Pagat. You know, there were people who were negative about him. Yeah, he's doing this for what, but he continued to do. If you are doing it from your heart, you know in your heart of hearts that you are doing it from your heart. It's good. You know, it shouldn't be a forced thing. Now you are forced to do it. No, because you're trying to be. No, guys, come on. Okay? Being a good person to people, that's a good thing. We cannot dispute that. Okay? But now you can't use that now to make a point of saying, yeah, people are trying to be. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much, but like, guys, please, some of these things, I know sometimes we come across as being angry and we want to make a point, and you know, but come on, guys. Okay, let's anyway.
Other people. What type of a patriot denounces his own South Africans just because they disagree with you? They have a different opinion. Hey, you kwere. What type of patriot? A fake patriot. Patriot inspire negativity. Ningazositshela. Ayikho lento leyo. Patriot yakuphi? What is patriotism? Do you know what patriotism mean? You don't know. How do you spell patriot? You don't even know.
Patriotism, right? Wait a minute. Let me just check here, because sometimes, you know, I will just do a dictionary thing, because patriotic, okay? Patriotic, right? Okay, patriotic. Okay, the meaning. I want you guys to listen to this, because he's asking about what it means. Okay, I think he's asking, well, in terms of you are being patriotic, but you don't know even what it means. It says having or expressing devotion to and vigorously support for one's country. Okay, that means you are showing expression, or you are having an expression or devotion. Okay, that means you are giving time. Okay, to, and also vigorously supporting, okay, for one's country. That means you are doing things to support your country. Like it could be taking care of people, making sure that everyone is okay, and all of that, okay? But it doesn't mean now that if you are a person who's trying to protect your country in terms of the laws, and then now you are not being patriotic, okay? You can be patriotic by taking care of people, by, you know, doing whatever. But there are other things that you can do also on the side just to protect your country. Because whether we like it or not, guys, people, they can take advantage of your country without you knowing. And if we see that there is somehow, there is a problem, you have to do it. You have to be patriotic. And just, it doesn't mean, guys, because it seems like people, they take this patriotic thing as in like you need to also always do, maybe taking care of the ones that are in need, giving clothes and doing whatever. It's not only that, actually. It also has this part where you're supposed to be protecting your country in one way or another according to the laws. protecting according to the laws. If any person who's not following the law, you know, they just have to follow the law. That's you being patriotic. Okay? Patriotism, it could be just like Malima said. Okay, guys, foreigners, we love you guys, we appreciate you, but listen, you are here because of you came here without following the laws. We are going to do this for you. You will go home, then you can come back. We've got systems that we've put in place for you to apply very quickly and get your permit quickly. Simple as that. The problem is the government. The problem is the officials, guys. People who are supposed to be putting systems that are easy for people to access. You know, just like when you would apply it in IT, it has to be very, very quick and very simple. Okay, that's where the problem is. You know, but we cannot have now the majority of the population, you know, of foreigners, they don't have papers. Guys, come on. The problem is, ladies and gentlemen, it is when a person commits anything that is wrong, a crime, whatever, we are not going to find them. We are not going to find them. They will look and look and look and look and look. And later in life, when they check, they find out that this person that you were looking for, they didn't have any papers. That's why you were not finding them. Mara guys, you know, I know I do understand this point, but when it comes to the law part of it, nah, guys, come on. Okay, I'm very sorry on that one. I am sorry. Anyway, let me stop here. Think you can go and watch his video. As I said, his channel is Decent Q. It's DECENT, and then you put Q. Okay, a Q, a letter Q, right? And then you can just check his videos. Very nice videos. His content is nice. It's controversial. It makes you to think. It makes you to wanna say something. You know, go and do the do's. Okay, just like you do the do's. Yeah, like the video, guys, and share. And you can subscribe if you are new. Thank you. Have a fantastic and a wonderful day. You see, I'm smiling. I'm happy. Non-negative. Yeah, it's positive. Sharp, sharp.